What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Jumping into this episode of GH. This was an amazing episode today, I will say. I thoroughly enjoyed it. First of all, the whole Drew Kim situation, it was sad watching her hallucinate Oscar. You know, she was hallucinating that she was looking at Oscar and talking to Oscar when in reality she was looking and talking to Drew. But I did like how Drew played along with it and stuff, because he could have easily tried to snap her out of it, but I like how he played along with it and stuff. What was weird was when she went to sleep and woke up, she made it seem like she had no idea what happened. Like, she didn't remember hallucinating and all that. She had no idea. But when Drew left, she did remember talking to Oscar. And she was kind of rubbing her stomach saying, I guess, imagine if you did have a sibling or something like that. Please tell me this woman is not pregnant. Please tell me Kim is not pregnant. Because the way she was touching on her stomach and stuff like that, I'm like, if she's pregnant, the baby would have to be Julian's. Unless her and Drew somehow slept together off screen. Which I'm pretty sure it probably happened. Oh, hell. Oh, damn. Could she be? Because the way she was rubbing her stomach and stuff, I'm like, maybe she's imagining that she's pregnant, maybe? Because, you know, they call that hysterical pregnancy. You know, when you kind of get it in your mind that you're pregnant and stuff, like you make yourself believe it. I don't know. I hope not. But I do wonder, maybe this is what they're trying with Drew and Kim once they get back to Port Charles, because we all wondered what they were going to do with them next now that Oscar's gone. You know, what to do. So I guess we kind of know now. I hope she's not pregnant. If so, I mean, maybe it's Julian's. Who knows? But I have a feeling it's going to be some drama when they get back to Port Charles. It's going to be some mess. It's going to be a hot mess when they come back to town and Julian find out. Hopefully she's not. I'm just saying. But this could be some entertaining drama. Or Monica could be gearing up to get a new grandchild. But moving on from that, I loved the scene between Jocelyn and Maxie. I really did. I enjoyed it. It was kind of funny, though, because when Jax told Maxie that Jocelyn was in the outer office and she should show her around, it was funny how Maxie said, oh, I can do that later. Talking about maybe later. Jax was like, now. Basically, I was looking, I made the same facial expression. I'm like, Maxie, that wasn't a request. He was basically telling you to show her around. Have you forgotten that he's your boss? Go hop to it, get to it. It wasn't a request. It was a demand. Go do it. But I did love that conversation, though. It was kind of weird at first when Jocelyn sent that text to Oscar's phone and somebody read it. I was like, hold up. Please tell me the ghost of Oscar is not reading text messages. But Drew had the phone because it was in Kim's luggage and stuff like that. So it was Drew who read the message. I was about to say, is the ghost of Oscar communicating through text now? I was about to say, I mean, weirder things have happened. But I did like that Jocelyn had that conversation with Maxie, because it's good to talk to somebody who can relate to you. If Maxie definitely can relate. Maxie has been through her fair share of loss as well. You know, her sister, her husband. She knows what it's like to lose people that she loved, you know. So I think she was a good person to talk to Jocelyn about that. Now, what got me was Maxie basically told her she should have a seance. And Lucy Coca performed the seance. I said, oh, hell no. Please tell me we ain't about to be doing no witchcraft up in here. And Lucy is the last person I would go through. I was like, oh no, they're about to have a seance. God, this should be entertaining. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm looking forward to that because I think this is gonna be entertaining. If it goes the way I'm imagining it going, I think it's gonna be fun. Hopefully it's not all serious, but I think it's gonna be fun. I don't mess with the dead. That's something. I don't mess with the spiritual world. I do not. I remember back in the day growing up, people used to go crazy over Ouija boards and stuff. I didn't mess with that stuff because you don't know what spirits you are inviting into your home. Listen, I've had relatives who had Ouija boards. Do not get one. I remember my aunt used to tell me a story about how she had a Ouija board. I don't know how true it was or not. This was a long time ago. But she told me that she had a Ouija board and it was in her closet. So one day she threw it away. Not just threw it away, but the garbage people actually came and got it and took it away. The next morning, it was back on her porch. I said, hell to the no. No. She left. Because the worst thing you can do with a Ouija board is to burn it. That's the worst thing you could do. Do not burn a Ouija board. Leave it. Move away. Leave it in the house that you live in and just move. That's the best way to get rid of them spirits and get away. I don't mess with the spiritual world. I never will. I don't do that because I don't know what kind of demons. You know what I'm saying? You never know what kind of demons you are inviting into your home. Do not do it. I would never do a seance. No. Not going to happen. You just don't know what you're messing with when you do that stuff. You don't know who you inviting. I mean, think about it. Jocelyn can do this seance, think she's, reaching out to Oscar, and for all she knows, she could be getting Anthony Zakara. I'm just saying, you don't know who you gonna get. You don't mess with that world. You do not know. You don't mess with that world. Leave it dead. It's dead, leave it there. Now, when it's your time and the Lord call you home, you'll see that person again on the other side. But until then, leave it alone. Just think nice thoughts about the person, and let that be that. You don't bring that spiritual mess up into your home or anybody else's home for that matter. You don't know what kind of demon devil you conjuring up. I'm just saying, be smart. So anyway, moving on from that mess. Ava. That scene between Ava, Nina, and Jax was something of another. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That whole scene was tense. It was kind of funny at first how Ava was sitting there toying around with them, oh, maybe I'll sign the contract, maybe I won't. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm sitting there rolling my eyes like, Ava, sign the contract. It's a lucrative deal. It's straightforward. Sign it. You're probably not going to get a better deal nowhere else. Even though she don't need the money, but it's just sign the contract. I don't know why you playing games. And at first I was loving how Nina was saying, you know what, we're not going to kiss your ass. We're not going to play with you. I'm not, you ain't, just we're not going to bend over backwards for you. You know what I mean? But we all know Nina needed that cover. We know that. But it was kind of irritating me, and I could see it was irritating Jax. Because Jax ain't going to beg nobody. So I could see it was getting on his nerves. Because it's they offered her a nice deal. Very lucrative contract. Very. And you want to sit there and toy around and play games and want to renegotiate and this, that, and the third. After they done offered you the stars and the moon, basically. And I'm thinking to myself, as a business person, these people are trying to run a business. They have a deadline. They need you to sign that contract now and get the ball rolling. They have a deadline to get this stuff done. They don't have time for you to be playing around because she knew that they needed this cover badly. She knew they needed this interview. She knew that. So, of course, she's going to use it to her advantage to toy with them and play around and twiddle, just have them basically kiss her feet, basically, is what Ava wanted. Jax had enough. Let me tell you something. I would have been like Jax. First of all, if I'm a business person and I got a business to run and I got deadlines and stuff, I'm going to let you know right here and now. Yes, I want you on the cover of my magazine. I want the interview, the exclusive, because it's going to boost sales and all that. Sure. But the one thing I would never do is kiss nobody's ass to get something or beg them. That's where I draw the line. It's not going to happen. Jax had enough. Jax was like, you know what? Since you want to tell your story, let's put it all out on the table. Let's tell the viewers, let's tell the public, the readers, how you murdered Connie Falconeri in her own damn office, how you switched Morgan's meds. What are you going to do when the interviewer asks those questions? How are you going to answer those? I agree with Jax on that. Let me tell you something. As much as I didn't care for Connie, I always felt like Connie died for no reason. She did. She died for no reason because Ava's reasoning for killing Connie was so stupid. She killed Connie basically because Connie found out Derek Wells was really Julian Jerome. And Ava was trying to help Julian by keeping that secret, so she killed Connie. The only person who really knew that information. But it was stupid because a few weeks later, everybody found out about it. So basically, I felt like Connie died for nothing. For nothing. And then you sit there, and I understand her intentions were to protect her daughter, but you switched somebody's pills, made them go crazy, and it had a domino effect. They get into a car that's supposed to explode and kill somebody else, and they end up killing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to agree with Jax on that. If you want to tell your story, tell the real story. Tell everything, which includes what you've done to people, not just what somebody did to you. Because I felt like with this story, she wanted to portray herself as the victim because of Ryan. Okay, but if you're going to tell the whole Ava Jerome story, tell the whole story. The real true Hollywood story. Tell the whole damn thing. Don't just tell your victim part of it. Tell what you've done to people and the victims that became your victims. You know what I'm saying? Tell the whole story. I agree with Jax on that. But then again, I also kind of agree with Ava on certain things too. Like, people always kick her around and make her out to be the pariah when you got a town full of people who commit crimes all the time and it gets swept under the rug and nobody calls them out on their shit. But they always so quick to call Ava and Julian out on theirs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in that town. It's only a handful of people I can think of probably who has their hand clean in that town. And most of them are kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rest of them have dirt on their hands. So for them to judge Ava is kind of funny to me. But I agree with Jax wholeheartedly today. And what was funny was Ava decided not to do the cover after Jax confronted her. She decided, okay, I'm not going to sign the contract. I'm not going to do the cover. That's fine. Nina annoyed me because at first Nina was so strong and like, oh, we're not going to kiss your ass. We're not bowing down to you. But then she sit there and tell Jax, oh, you got to say and do whatever you can to get Ava back. Are you insane? After he just went off on her like that, you really expect Jax to go and beg that woman? You know how stupid he would look if he did that? He goes off on her on this whole tirade about her crimes and her victims. And now you expect him to go grovel at this woman's feet to get her on the cover? I'm sorry, but I would have been like hell to the no. You don't go off on somebody like that and expect and just go groveling to them. It don't work like that. Nope. I would have stood my ground if I was Jax and said, nope, not today. I ain't doing it. So now we get to the nitty gritty. So Ryan wakes up, finds out he's in Pettinville's infirmary, and finds out he gave a kidney to Jordan. Ryan was pissed when he found out they took his kidney. Ryan put it together fast. He was like, nope, Kevin signed my papers. Kevin switched me out. He knew it, and he made a big threat too. He was like, you know what? He said one day, he said, I'm going to get all y'all. He said, watch. He said, I'm going to get everybody involved in this one by one. Y'all all going to get it. And Finn was looking like, yeah, okay. Underestimating him. I'm like, Finn, do you not know this man's rap sheet? Do you not know how this man roll? Like, he done escaped death more than once. And you know he got the capability to escape jail. You know he can escape prison. It ain't hard. Look at everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You going to sit there and walk out with a little smirk on your face like, this ain't no real threat? Okay. I was like, well, may God have mercy on all y'all soul. Because Ryan sure won't. Ryan was not playing. He said, I'm going to get all y'all. He said, I promise. Hell hath no fury like Ryan Chamberlain scoring. I'm telling you. So basically, we got confirmation. Ryan to be back again. And come to find out, he might be in cahoots with somebody. He might have found a brand new partner in crime today. Because guess who walked into his room today? Nell. I said, oh, hell no. Nell walked into that room. I'm like, it's about to be a merger from hell. I could already tell. The two of them working together, that's not good. If they do decide to work together, who knows? But the two of them together in any capacity is not good. I'm just saying, if they do decide to join up with each other, that's not good. But anyway, moving on from that. So Jordan decided to finally get some detective skills. Jordan figured everything out quick. Because at first what I'm thinking was, I'm like, why don't Jordan just let this all go? Why does she care how she got the kidney and stuff? Just be grateful you got the kidney. You got a second chance at life. Why are you so concerned about how you got it? The how doesn't matter. The fact is you have it. But she decided to piece together everything. So she figured out rather quickly what really happened. Valerie, Elizabeth, Franco, Curtis, Kevin were all working together. Finn, they were all working together. So she figured out that they was all working together to get her kidney. And Curtis was the ringleader. I'm like, where was all these detective skills before? Now all of a sudden how was it so easy for her to, I mean, it really wasn't all that hard to piece that together, but for her, it's like she's never pieced anything together. You couldn't even tell during the murder investigation that Kevin was really Ryan. And he was dropping all type of clues and hints, and she couldn't piece that together. But now all of a sudden you could piece all these puzzle pieces together to make one big puzzle. Now you could do all of that, but you couldn't do that months ago, though. Come on now. I'm like, she might as well just let this all go. She might as well. She ain't got no choice at this point, because it was a good theory that she had, and I'm pretty sure it's true. But at the same time, she can't prove it. You know, and she knows she can't prove it. And even if she could prove it, the question is, would you really send all those people to prison? That's a hell of a lot of people to indict. I'm just saying, you would have to arrest your own husband. You would have to arrest Dr. Finn. You would have to arrest Valerie. You would have to arrest Kevin. It's a lot of people she would have to arrest. I'm just saying, that's a whole lot of people she would have to arrest. I doubt she would. Even if she had the evidence, I doubt she would. But anyway, moving on from that. I did like the little scene between Elizabeth and Franco. You know, Franco had a good point. It's time for them to celebrate their marriage, their wedding, that they never got a chance to celebrate. But, you know, Elizabeth was coming up with all type of excuses, talking about how they ain't had no time to celebrate because something always coming up. Franco had a good point, though. It's never going to be the right time to celebrate, so you just have to pick a time. You know, the world doesn't stop. You know, you just have to pick a day and do it, you know. I had to agree with him on that. But anyway, this was a pretty good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Peace.